is New Day Northwest. Now, here's Margaret Larson.
Hi there, everybody. We're in the final weeks of summer, but farmers markets are still in full swing across western Washington, including those that make up a collective called Seattle Neighborhood Farmers Markets. There are so many ingredients available for light or hearty meals, depending on your mood and your appetite. So here with a couple of tasty recipes, please welcome Chef Zephyr Paquette from Otter Bar and Burger. How are you?
I'm all right today.
I am already excited about this because it looks so good. But before we go any further, you just pointed something out to me that we should be looking for. What is this?
This is one that I'm looking forward to every year when it comes around. It's from Rama Farms, the Blushing Star Peach.
And you say this is just really special.
It's super special. Let's just like, just for a second here, aside from tasting amazing, they stay,
look how beautiful.
When you cook them, they give this like pink peachy color to everything. Oof. And the aroma is so floral. It's like eating flowers that are still like keep bursting fresh in your mouth.
That is so good. Okay, what are we cooking?
So we're gonna make some cream corn today. If she wants
Got
to.
it going? There we go.
There we go. Let's bring it back
So you
up.
start with some onions.
So we're going to start with, these are some Walla Walla sweets because I want to keep all of the sweetness as much as possible for this. I make this at home probably all summer long. Right now we're at the peak of all of the bounty that's happening at the farmers market. So everything that you see here is like in its prime.
So don't miss this opportunity.
Yeah, hit everything. Like the displays are gorgeous. The farmers are knowledgeable about all of their stuff. They're going to be able to explain what the differences are. These funny looking ones that look like a persimmon are actually eggplant.
Wow.
So we make a ratatouille with the fun stuff.
Oh my gosh.
At home.
Of course, and you can put anything you want in there.
Yeah.
Okay, what else is going on?
So we're doing
here?
a cream corn. We're going to start with the sweet Walla Wallas, and we're going to start with a Jimmy Nardello sweet red pepper. That's not hot, so we're going to go ahead and put a bunch of it in there, and you should be able to smell all of that like super freshness that's going to happen. The fun part about this dish, we just let that kind of hang out for a while, is honestly, I like to finish with a little bit of butter because it's Julia Child's rule, and she was right.
She was right.
She was right. But the best way to do this, to do the cream corn, is we're going to take a bunch of these, and we're going to milk the corn.
We're going to do what now?
We're going to milk the corn.
How do you do that?
That's an excellent question. So we're going to take, and we've already shucked them. These are gorgeous. The rows in this are going to show, one, just how well they were grown, and two, they're going to give a really great direction. So we're going to take these and come right down the center of each of those rows.
Oh my goodness.
Right down the center. And this is a really fun one if you want to cut them ahead of time and give them to your kids, because the next step, so you see all that milk just kind of pushing out?
Right.
All right. So we'll get all the way around here. Doesn't take too long. And I usually do about 2/3 to 1/3 of the amount of corn that I've got going on. Mm-hmm. So we're going to use four ears here. We're going to take 3 of them and milk them. We're right at the end. And you can take the back of a spoon, never the front, but the back of a spoon. It should get a little messy, and push all of that stuff out.
Wow. And it's going to be just kind of almost like it's gone through the food processor.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, keep going on that, and let me talk to Julian O'Reilly. Where are you? In the audience. Hi, how are you? Tell us a little bit more about how the farmers markets are coming together to give us all such a great experience.
So the neighborhood farmers markets are 7 markets in Seattle. We started with the University District in 1993, and what makes our markets unique is that they're food and farm only markets. So our mission as a nonprofit is to support small Washington State farmers.
Which
so what
is wonderful.
Yeah.
And so how many of the markets are seasonal? Which ones are year-round out of those 7?
We run 7 markets. 3 of them are seasonal, so weekends obviously. It gets dark and cold on the weekday markets, so we close those down. The University District is Saturdays, and then we have Capitol Hill and West Seattle on Sundays.
Which is wonderful. And so the upcoming event called An Incredible Feast sounds like a blast. What is this?
So that is our annual fundraiser for the Good Farmer Fund. The Good Farmer Fund was established by Chef Tamara Murphy, who Zephyr used to work for at Terra Plata a number of years ago, with the idea that it wouldn't take very much money to save a small family farm after disaster. So for example, if there's a wildfire, crop insurance will cover your apples but not your apple trees. So in order to replant apple trees, we give grants to farmers. And the Incredible Feast is how we raise money to give to put money into the Good Farmer Fund and to fund those grants.
And is that strictly for disasters or for other kinds of things as well?
It's sort of farm emergencies that,
Right.
the gap between insurance. And so we've done healthcare issues. We've definitely done ice storms when a greenhouse falls in and things like that. It tends to be natural disasters, but it can also just be major farming issues, predators that attacked your chicken flock or something like that.
Okay, and so how does the public get involved in an Incredible Feast?
Well, you can buy tickets. So the Incredible Feast is on October 1st at the Center for Urban Horticulture. It's from 5 to 8 p.m. It's a really good time. It's not a sit-down, boring dinner. It's really a walk around, eat tasty bites from some of the city's best chefs who are paired with our farmers.
creative.
Zephyr's been there. She can tell you all about.
Creative.
That sounds
We
wonderful.
have balloon dart games with gourmet prizes and a silent auction with really unique things that have been donated by our farmers, like farm visits and a trip on a fishing vessel
that's awesome.
to fish for
That's
salmon.
great. We definitely want to support these farms
Thank you.
for all kinds of reasons, but including that we get this great food. So shall we go with what we have, and you can just
We're
show
going to go
us?
with what we've got. Yeah,
Okay.
this one's going to take me 30 seconds
All
to
right, look
bring
at her
down.
go. This would be corn all over my kitchen. What's the secret to getting that off there so cleanly the way you're doing that?
Stay tight.
And okay,
Stay
really
tight to the
press.
cob and really press it out. The fun part at my house afterwards is we milk them down and then we actually make stock out of it.
Wow.
So none of this goes to waste.
That's wonderful. And look at it. It came out like creamed corn.
Pretty much.
That's amazing. So
We're
that
just
goes in
gonna
there.
Pop
We just stir
right
that
in there.
around.
We're going to stir that around.
Okay.
And then this one, just to give it a little more density, is we're going to go ahead and just shuck that. We're going to cut that right off of there. So you've got those nice big pieces that you can look
Awesome.
forward to.
I love cream corn. Now I can smell the onions, but the pepper is super cool. Is that how hot is that? Would you
It's
say?
not a hot pepper.
So it's going to taste. Can I have? If I eat a bite, will it be too hot?
Nah, you can put it in your mouth just as it is.
I am going to do that.
Then we're
That
gonna
was my
throw-
plan.
Then
Ooh,
we're going to
yum.
throw that in.
Oh, that's like a red bell pepper, only way better.
Way better.
It's got loads of flavor
Yeah.
in there.
Fantastic.
All right. So how long does this cook up?
Just until it starts to you want to look for the starches to start to come out a little bit. And
How do I know?
Well, you're going to see a lot more of that wet, and it's going to give your pan a little bit of sticky, the caramelization of that. So when it starts to actually stick to the pan, you're going to be close. And then all you want to do is just scrape it up and get that flavor in there, because it's the sugars cooking up to be just
You
a
want
little
that
more
sweetness.
delicious.
How many ears of corn did you do?
That was 3. That was 3. So we did 2 of them milked, 2 of them creamed, and then 1 of them just shucked off.
Okay, very good. So we can kind of get an idea of
Yeah.
doing this at home, how
Yep.
many ears of corn you need
And
to
then
feed your
once it's
family.
up to temperature, I just throw this stuff in fresh.
Oh my gosh, what do you have? Tomatoes and
So these are the
is it
cherry tomatoes and just fresh basil.
that you've chiffonade.
Yeah.
I don't know what the verb is for that.
No, that's exactly
If you
correct.
end up with chiffonade, what have you what have you
know,
done?
I like to tell my staff every knife cut should sound like what it is. So if you chiffonade, it should sound like shift, 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 shift.
I love it. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to try to do in the kitchen. Look how beautiful that is, you guys. That is farm fresh. Thank you
It's
so
just
much. It's as
it
simple
right
as
there.
that, right?
Yeah.
Stir that up and it's beautiful. A little stuff on top and we're good. Okay, again, the Incredible Feast takes place Sunday, October 1st at the Center for Urban Horticulture. The annual fundraiser includes more than a dozen chefs from across Seattle showcasing fresh farm ingredients along with local breweries, wineries, entertainment, and more. You say the food is not to be missed, right?
So amazing.
It's so good. You can find full information on our website. Coming up, how the thrift store and outdoor lawn games go together. We think you really like it next. That looks so good.